What is going on, guys? This is EK1 here, and today we're bringing you another Destiny 2 build video. This one is going to be one you're going to want to prep ready for Solar 3.0. We think that it's coming next season, so hopefully we're right, but Solar 3.0 is going to open up a lot of builds. Believe me, Titans and Warlocks are going to absolutely wreck. So this is a Titan build for you guys. It's got high survivability, very good damage, and honestly, it's really good for hard content. So endgame content like Master Lost Sectors or Legend Lost Sectors as well. You really are just going to melt through the NPCs. Now, if you do like this video, let's see if we can get it to 300 likes. That's usually the target on these build videos. Don't forget, we do have Hunter builds out and Warlock builds. The links will be in the description below, and we do have a playlist for Destiny 2 on the channel. If you enjoy the videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's really helping support the channel. I think you guys are absolutely incredible for doing that. We're nearly at 24,000 subs. Let's see if we can get to 30,000 by the end of this year. With all that being said, let's get straight into the build breakdown. So for this build, we're running Bottom Tree Solar Titan. Now this is going to give us Endless Siege, which hammers create a sunspot on impact. While standing in sunspots, you throw hammers faster. It's also going to give us Mortar Blast, which strike an enemy with this melee ability to release a solar explosion, setting nearby enemies on fire. And of course, Sol Invictus. This is solar ability kills restore your health. Grenade melee ability and Sun Warrior kills leave a deadly sunspot in their wake. This is really important to get that buff with your health, so you're not going to die, so you can take a lot of damage and just keep constantly regenning. And then of course, Sun Warrior. Passing through a sunspot causes your grenade and melee abilities to recharge faster and your super to last longer. It also increases the damage your weapons deal. So this is giving us that solar weapon damage buff. And for the jump, we're going to use Strafe Lift, and also use the Rally Barricade. This is so we can shoot over the top of the barricade while also getting extra buffs. And for the grenade, we're using Thermite Grenade, a grenade that sends forward a burning line of fire. We're going to be utilizing this grenade a lot, and it does last quite a while and take a few NPCs down, and also, of course, giving you those buffs. So for the main part of the build, we are running a Fatebringer Time Loss, and you can change this to match whatever champions you've got. For this is Unstoppable, of course, this season, but you can change this out to whatever, if you want barrier or even just ARs or whatever you want. That doesn't really matter. Now for the exotic, we're running Tommy's Matchbook, and the reason for this is, well, the damage is incredible, and yes, you do get the burn from it, so you know, it get overheated and you get a burn and it damages you, but like I said earlier, the damage won't really affect you when you've got all of our buffs and our ×2 healing, etc. And it ups the damage. So you're going to get the solar damage buff for this, and then you're going to get the damage buff for just like basically making it overheat. This does have heatsink. Overheat damage is reduced while not aiming down sight, so try not to ADS as much, but it still can ADS and it will be okay. And then we've got the catalyst as well, so basically your health recovers much faster while ignition trigger is active. So you've got that on there as well. It is handy to have this catalyst. If you haven't already got it, go to Banshee and do the quest. Then for the heavy, we're going for the Cataclysmic. I don't have a good roll of this, but I'm still hitting, you know, generally for around 70k or 60 odd k a hit. Again, it's solar, so you can run like Ascendancy if you wanted. I just find that linear fusion rifles are good. You can get a lot of shots off rather than just relying on rockets and potentially blowing yourself up. But yeah, you could use a different exotic for this if you like. So Ariana's Vow, Sunshot, and of course, because it's going to get a buff, the Xenophage, or you can actually run Galahorn on here as well. So you're going to get that buff to solar damage. So anything solar really you can run. I do like the Tommy's Matchbook. It's the only time I've actually used it, if I'm being honest, but it does do really good damage. Now going on to our armor, we are going to spec into Resilience, and discipline. Ideally, you're going to want 100 at least each on these two things. As you can see, mine is not even there yet. I'm still waiting to get a couple of pieces. I just need some umbral energy so I can go ahead and grab some. So spec yourself into discipline on the shell or resilience, preferably discipline because it's a 3-stat rather than a 2-stat. And then basically go ahead and max out resilience and discipline. All that's going to do is give you your grenade back quicker and of course your barricade. Now going on to the helmet, we're using the new exotic helmet. This is Loreley Splendor Helm. So basically what you're going to want on here is resilience or discipline, whichever you need to spec into. I've gone for harmonic siphon, so rapid weapon final blows with damage matching your subclass type creates an orb of power. So we're going to get rapid final blows with the Tommy's matchbooks with solar, which matches our subclass. And then I've gone ashes to assets, so gain bonus super energy on grenade kills. Why not? We are utilizing that grenade a lot, so we might as well put that on there. And then of course elemental armaments. So picking up an elemental well grants energy to your ability with the lowest current energy. Picking up an elemental well whose element matches your subclass, so solar ones that we're generating, grants energy to all of your abilities. So it's just getting those abilities back when we're picking up those solar elemental wells. For the gauntlets, we are running these for arc, and we have gone for resilience again just to pump that up. As I say, depends what you want to spec into, whether it's discipline or resilience you need on these pieces of gear. Overload rounds or whatever you want on there, basically whichever sort of mission or GM or whatever you're doing, just pick which ones you need, same as the second slot here. And then we've gone seeking wells, and that's basically just going to bring those solar wells to us so we don't have to keep running away from our barricade. We're going to keep those wells coming straight at us and hitting us behind the barricade. For the chest piece, we have gone void. You can go anything here because this is not tied to the mod. So I've gone resilience again, and then we've got double thermoshock plating. You can have void resistance if you've got a void mission or concussive dampener, etc. But honestly, I think these two are probably double stacked is pretty good. And then we've got an elemental ordnance. So picking up an elemental well grants energy to your ability with the lowest current energy. So basically defeating a combatant with a grenade spawns an elemental well that matches your subclass. So basically that's going to match the subclass along with going for elemental armaments. So weapon final blows with a damage type that matches your subclass has a chance to spawn elemental well. So any shots that we're going to do with the Tommy's matchbook, you know, precision shots or whatever it is, final blows, chance of dropping solar wells there, and then also any grenade kills, chance of dropping solar wells there as well. So that's definitely something you want to run on this. You can have the artifice armor on here, by the way, as well. There's a couple of slots where you could use that. I just haven't done it on my Titan yet. To be honest, I'm a hunter main, if you know me. So we kind of just leveled up the Titan to bring out some builds for you guys. I am actually really enjoying this build as well. Now for the leg armor, we've gone for solar. This is a must, or at least one piece of armor to have solar on. We've gone for recuperation, so replenishes health each time you pick up an orb of power. So again, we're getting that health back. And then innovation, reduces grenade cooldown each time you pick up an orb of power. So we're getting those orbs, and then we're just picking them up to get health back and also to get our grenade back. And then we've got Well of Life, so picking up a solar elemental well grants increased regeneration for a short period of time. So basically, you know, you're just getting your health back. It's really good. You can get 2 times healing on this build. It's definitely something you want to look at. It's a good survivability build and puts out some good damage. Now your Titan Mark, we've gone for stasis. You will need stasis on this if you want to run it the same as me. We've gone utility kickstart doubled up. So your class ability energy is fully expended. You gain class ability energy. So we've double stacked that. You can put other things on here if you wanted, like overload grenades, Inferno Whip even, solo melee abilities, stun and shielded combatants. So that would be a good option for this if you wanted to do that, if you wanted unstoppable stuns using your melee. And then we've got Font of Might, so picking up an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type grants a temporary bonus to weapon damage of that same elemental type. This is where we get that solar weapon damage, you know, the buffing damage. So when we are running the Tommy's matchbook, you're getting the buff from Tommy's matchbook. So when you're using that and it's overheated, you're getting extra damage there, plus you're getting the extra solar damage as well. So you're getting a lot of damage buffs here, and it's putting out really good damage with a lot of healing as well. So you'll see in the gameplay, you know, you can do those master lost sectors or legend lost sectors pretty easy. The GM's quite easy. You know, you will still die in a GM, don't get me wrong, this build is not unkillable, but it's one of the most tankiest builds that I've seen so far. And of course, you know, with the grenade kills and with your melee and just standing in those sunspots is really going to help you out. So guys, that is the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, again, don't forget, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, show some support on the channel. And if you have got time, please watch the video to the end. It really does help with the growth. Leave me a comment in the comment section below telling me what you're running. Would you run anything different on this build? We're always open to change on the builds as well. These are not builds that I'm putting out saying this is the best, you have to use this. These have room for improvement, just like my hunter builds. People suggested things and we went and changed them, and it's fantastic. But guys, as a base build, this is absolutely fantastic. As I say, let me know in the comment section below what you're running. Take care, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.